Good morning, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Dream Home Decorator. I'm Jason Sterling, of course. And, you know, as some people are aware, I have been a little down on EA marketing here lately because I'm a creature of integrity and compassion. And so I haven't been very happy with them. I also very strongly do believe in inclusion and diversity, like real inclusion and diversity, which actually kind of means everybody. And as such, I've been a little down on EA marketing of late. So I decided that I would do a little, now I'm not an actor, but I thought I would act out how I imagine the typical brainstorming session at EA Marketing. I don't know if it's EA or Maxis. I don't know who markets. Maybe they do it together. I don't know. But EA Marketing, we're going to do EA Marketing. We're going to do the typical brainstorming session. Now I'm going to act out all the roles. So this will be me acting. And this is how I imagine it. I'm not saying this is the truth. But this is how I imagine it. And so this is my satirical take, I'm saying that for legal reasons, on how EA Marketing operates on your average day. Okay, so here we go. This is me. I'm getting centered in my role. Oh my God, everybody. Okay, so I've spent all day watching TikTok, and well, not all day watching TikTok. I also went to lunch, had a couple of martinis, but on TikTok, I just saw this brand new chick on TikTok, and she's got like 3 million followers, and she is so funny. And I thought, hey, let's hire her to market our game. And everybody else in the room was like, "Oh my God, that is so genius! You're genius! You're like a genius! Are you Jesus? Are you Jesus? I mean, you're like so smart. You're like a supreme being." And so, you know, everyone's like clapping and they're happy. And you got this one low voice over here in the corner, and he's kind of like, "This is the me voice. This is me." You know, yeah, that sounds really interesting. But do you think maybe we devote too much time to this sort of marketing, and we ought to also kind of look at maintaining our existing client base and, you know, devoting some attention to them? You're fired. So, okay, what we're going to do is I think I'm going to call in and offer a ton of money and a ton of exposure. And, you know, we can have her dance and we'll have her sing. Maybe we'll make a sim of her and we'll make the sim dance and sing. And we're going to sell the shit out of this game. And everybody's like, "Oh my God, that's fantastic. You're fantastic. You're wonderful." And you know what? Let's celebrate. Let's all go downstairs. There's a 2 p.m. happy hour. Should be starting in about 10 minutes. We'll just knock off for the rest of the day. We'll then make great martinis. We're going to have a good time. We're going to celebrate. We have solved the EA marketing problem. And that's kind of how I imagine it goes pretty much every single day. Except that I left out the part where they showed up late for work. Because work probably starts at like 9, and they probably show up like at 10 or 10:30, which is why like updates and stuff like that and releases always come about 10 or 10:30s, because probably like everyone else at EA gets there like 8. You know, probably like the programmers get there like 8 a.m. and they're probably like, "Okay, marketing's not here yet," and they're like, you know, they're not going to be here till 10, and that's you know, or 10:30. So you know, so I left that part out. They probably do get there about 10:30, and otherwise, yeah, that's pretty much how it goes. That's what I think. What do you think? Feel free to comment down below. And in the meantime, enjoy this episode of Dream Home Decorator. Good morning. I'm Jason Sterling. This is the RM Cascadian. Thanks for joining me. I hope you enjoyed that lighthearted look at corporate America. And, you know, it was from the heart. It was from the heart. Very, very heartfelt. Took me a lot of research to do that. Right now, we are jumping into, it's Harvest Day, or whatever it's called in game, Thanksgiving in game, and you can see right off the bat, I have 2 uninvited guests. 2 little demons have stopped by, and normally I buy a recycler, and I throw them in there, but I have toddlers right now, so I'm kind of like, well, you know, their desperate pleas and screams for mercy probably might upset my children. So I don't do that. In fact, I even think at first, well, maybe I'll let them hang around and see how it goes. Well, you see how it goes. They block the door. You can't even get in the house. So naturally, this time I just sold them. I did just sell them. Next time, Grinder. It's the Grinder. Yeah, they're going to get to see Grinder, and not the good kind, not the kind that you like, but the bad kind. So typically, do not allow demon-possessed gnomes in my homes. I used to use them all the time as decor because they were kind of, you know, cute, and then they made them into, like I said, the spawn of Satan. like the devil's play, and so I went ahead and I had to start grinding them up. But in this case, we have Trey in there, and he is helping potty train William. And I like to think that probably Colleen is too. Colleen's probably like, not use your diaper, not use the diaper, William. Use potty like a big kid. So Colleen's in there helping too. They're both on the toilet at the same time, which is about the only time two people can go toilet same side by side in America and not feel some sort of sense of shame. Is when you're a toddler. Patrick is cooking dinner. Patrick has done us our Thanksgiving, or what is it called? Harvest Day or whatever, Harvest Fest. He's cooked our Harvest Fest meal. Kat's there begging for some food in the middle of the table. And here's the amazing thing. Now, Colleen is the first person to be put at the table. William is the last. William's done first. See, William's not talking. He's not doing nothing. He's just eating. He eats. He's done. Probably, I'm surprised he's not begging to be let out of that chair already. So, William's done first. Then Trey's like the second or the next to last person to sit down. Trey and William were last. Trey's done next. The first two people sit down at that table. Last two done. In fact, Colleen takes forever to eat. And I know she's one of those toddlers that's like, you're like, honey, now remember, we need to eat. Not just talk, we need to eat. We need to get done. And she takes like one little pee. And you're just like, yeah, okay, and savor every moment. So I remember, hey, I didn't put a bar in this restaurant. Both my Sims have the likes mixology, likes it, and naturally, and so also for Harvest Fest, that's one of the things is to get good and drunk. No, I'm joking. It is. That's one of my Harvest Fest traditions is to get good and drunk, but in game as well, you're encouraged to have a nice little drink. And so I put in a bar. And Trey says, hey, honey, you want something to drink? And Patrick's like, yeah, I'm going to be here with Colleen for the next 3 hours waiting for her to finish. I definitely want something to drink. And William is right now, as you can see, saying, let me out. And we're like, no, we all have to stay at the table. This is a family dinner. So we're all going to wait until Colleen's done. And he's probably like, but you two are up. Yeah, it's because we're working. I'm making drinks. So I have to get up. And Colleen, is she still eating? She's still eating. I want everyone to recognize that. How slow she eats. Still eating. So anyway, we have a couple of drinks. Harvest Fest is going fine. We're, talking, hanging out. And I don't know. I guess that's about, oh, there we go. I do let him out. Oh, do you see that? Do you see another one of those? They just pop right in. Like, oh, hey, I'm here to set things on fire and cause trouble. No, he went. I got rid of him. Those two went outside to play, which I did put a playhouse out on our balcony, our new large balcony that I carved out of the building because they needed an outdoor play space and we needed a view of the city. This is an expensive apartment. Why shouldn't I have a great view of the city? So we carved out a balcony. Trey is going to go out and do the monster. Like, I'm a monster. God, they get mad. They did not take it well. They were not happy at all. They didn't want Daddy to be a monster. I'm not sure I'm going to do that again. They weren't happy. You can see they're both angry red now. So, oh well. Harvest Fest went well. I did not do anything with the gnomes. As you can see, we skipped the gnome interactions. And my two children are angry at me for scaring them in their playhouse. The playhouse is really cute, though. I will say this, and you're going to see it coming up. When it's noisy in the apartment and they can't sleep, they'll get up and go to the playhouse and go to sleep. Yeah, so I don't know if it's because it's outside. Oh, wait a minute. Is this where Colleen gets offered a job? It is! So Colleen, my toddler, gets offered a job, and they're like, hey, remember, you can work anytime. I'm like, yes, I do want that. That's awesome. So I tried to get her a gig, because I'm like, put her to work. No, it wouldn't work. Why you want to tease me like that? Why you want to say, hey, you're 3-year-old? I'm all for that. I'm all for, factory work for children. Yeah, send them out. Just because we haven't done that for 100 years doesn't mean we can't go back. Let's try it again. Of course, Colleen's like, Daddy, I don't want to go to it. Yes, you do. Help Daddy with the bills. Come on. I'm trying to get us into a nicer house. Actually, this is a nice house, though, but I have my eye on a penthouse in the Upper Town District, so we'll see how it goes. Anyway, she couldn't get a job. Why? Why offer me a job if you're not going to let her go? Just because she's what? Because she's 3? That's why? That's it. That's ageism. It's ageism. I've been on the thing about ageism. That's ageism right there. Just because she's 3, she can't work. Yeah. So, speaking of children, we're at the orphanage. The Doug Carroll Orphanage is our next gig, and they want a new level. And I think, well, maybe let's do a roof deck. That's a level, right? Doesn't have to be enclosed. Let's do a roof deck, and let's put like a park up there, right? Because it's an orphanage in an ultra-modern 2-bedroom house. Which, I must have just moved the orphanage there, the people from the orphanage there to play test it and then just left them there forever. That's what happens in my game. Does not matter. That's, you've seen it. Crazy bills left all over the place. Homeless people, whatever. So I go in and I start building a pavilion and a roof deck and here's the other thing. Right? So I save it. I had to stop for some reason. I save it and I go back and all of a sudden it's not counting the budget anymore. So if I delete something, it doesn't add to the budget. And if I spend something, it doesn't take away from the budget, right? So I'm like, oh, it's because they're orphans. Yeah, it's because they're orphans and the game felt sorry for them. And so it gave me an unlimited budget and I spent the hell out of it. I did. Pretty soon here in a little bit, you're going to see I just moved this level I'm working on. I move it up a level. I put in a pool. I'm like, screw this. If it's going to give me an unlimited budget, then I'm going to spend it. I'm going to spend a lot of it. You're also going to see a lot of pink at first because I kept looking at gray and seeing it as pink. I'm a little colorblind. And I finally was like, wait, I had to go back and I changed a bunch of it to purple. So it's fine. Here's where I put the pool in though. Put in a pool, put in some landscaping, put in playground equipment and a barbecue, like an outdoor kitchen, sectional seating, everything. We're going all out, getting crazy with it. Because I don't have a budget anymore. And I think I'm going to win this because I'm going to be way under budget, as in zero. I think I spent $0 according to the game. And I'm going to give them so much stuff. How can they not love it? How? No, they can't. They're going to love it. Well, and you can see here, I go through this pretty quick. I've gotten to on these builds. I've been going through them pretty quickly in this part of the episodes. I mean, if you've been watching, you've been here, done that. Okay, right? This is the highlights. This is, you get a gig, you find out what they like, you go in. It doesn't matter what they like. I mean, it does. I mean, I'm saying that, like, as far as you as a designer goes, if you're doing a kitchen and it says they like rocket science, stick a rocket in the kitchen. I'm not kidding. Throw it down there. I mean, if you got the budget. If you don't have the budget, go delete something in the house. Get the budget. Throw it down there. And they're going to be happy. This isn't your build. This isn't you. Like any designer, I can promise you, I do decorators as clients. And I can promise you, if they went in and did everything they wanted to do to a house, well, the world would look great. But you don't. Your client says, hey, I want a rocket in my kitchen. I want to build a rocket. And here you go. Build it. Have at it. And if you have to use cheats, move objects on and get it done. Get it done. Anyway, I get it done. As you can see, I get it done here. And it comes out really well. I do like it for a roof deck. It's nice. It's got a pool, playground equipment, place for the adults. I mean, I put everything in it. Everything I felt like. The before and afters don't look that great. I think it looks better just me moving around the game, but here's your before and afters. It looks okay on the before and afters. Luckily, they're there in person to see it. Luckily, I go around and kind of show them things, like, look, purple. I got a lot of colors on this one. So like, look, yeah, purple. Look, green. Look, whatever, gray. And then I get in the pool and I hang out a little bit. I got to test my design out. I flirt with whoever this is under the bag. I don't know, somebody. I'm just hoping for a payout. I'm really just hoping for the money. And so, yeah, I'm nice to them and a little flirtatious and we talk and do our deal. And the crazy thing is all the people in this orphanage are adults. And I know why that is too. It's because at some point, I guess I needed more adults, so I just aged all the kids up. And in cash, like cheated it. But we get a good payout. Everyone loves it. We get $25,000. $25,000? Oh my God, $25,000. Starting to get the big money. I'm famous. I'm a famous designer. Sure, you only gave me $4,000 to work with your house, but you're going to give me $25,000 to do it. So I go home and pick another gig, and then I look up the NAP situation. I remember, oh yeah, I need to check out this NAP thing, what's going on in my neighborhood. I change everything, of course, to a more sane neighborhood, meant for real people, where you woohoo all the time and stay drunk. Naturally, that's what I changed it to. I had to. Otherwise, this misery. That painting, somehow stole it from the last gig. Didn't mean to. But I look at my inventory and it's there. And I do like it. It's like a custom painting one of my Sims did. So, a long time ago. So I go ahead, and I totally just hang it up. Just hang it up there. And am I level 10 now? Did I somehow level all the way up in Decorator? Because isn't that when you get that computer? I missed it, if I did. Is it level 10 or level 5? I don't know how many levels there are. I have no idea. I don't know what level I am, but I'm sure that you get that computer as like when you're the top level decorator. So I must be the top level decorator. I must be. I must have made it. William's out there making friends with the cat. Talks some nonsense to the cat. Cat loves it. Talks cat talk to the cat. Cat's like, what? No, that's not right. Go back to talking nonsense. I understand that better. But they do make friends, and they love each other. But I'm a top level decorator. Yeah, I couldn't believe it. But apparently, I need to read stuff. I do. I don't read stuff enough. I'm just kind of like, skip. Yeah, I see. I got a promotion. Great. Where's my money? I decide to put a playground downstairs so that I can take my kids out of the house and have something to do in this district, right? Because there's not much here. Excuse me. This is my morning routine. Why do I keep recording in the mornings? Because I'm exhausted in the evenings. So I do put a playground down there. I thought about putting it in the art museum, like making it an indoor playground. But I don't want to have a loading screen every time we go. So I'm like, no, I use a tool mod. I put it out in the plaza, put a couple of picnic tables there. And if it doesn't match, I really don't care. Just need someplace for them to go, get out of the house. I go through William's clothes, as you can see here too. When he aged up, I really didn't do anything with his clothes. I just kind of didn't. Oh, I didn't do anything. There's no kinda. Didn't do anything with it. So we go through, and I pick out some outfits for him that look normal. The thing I didn't like is he went outside for cold weather, right? Because we're going down to the playground. And he had glasses on suddenly, and I'm like, okay, he doesn't wear glasses with any other outfit. Is he cold blindness? Does he have cold blindness? Is he cold-sighted? Like, only when it's cold he can't see? No. So I go in, I change his cast stuff around. The little overalls you saw him wear there, that's one of my favorite outfits, with the suspenders for toddlers. Oh my God, I love that. So anyway, Patrick's down here. He's flirting with a few people too. It's that kind of neighborhood now. Where we're going to, I think of it as a friendlier neighborhood. Yeah, I mean, it's a friendlier neighborhood. And you know what I really want to do? I don't know. I haven't seen how she acts yet. But if Agnes Crumplebottom is still like totally against the whole like flirtation PDA thing, and she hits people for it, I'm going to put her right in the middle of one of these neighborhoods. I am too. They're going to be juiced up. They're going to be like woohoo crazy. I'm going to throw her right in the middle of it. So there you go. How do you like that? We'll see how it goes. We're going to see how this goes too. Okay, here's the thing. I've talked about this before. I don't like text games. Okay? I don't like games from 1987 or 88 where it's like a choose your own adventure type of thing, and you just get a text that says, hey, So, because I did this, I never do these. And I'm like, okay, let's go check it out. Let's see what this is about, right? It's like, do you want to be a part of the motive games or something? So I'm like, sure. Nothing happens. I just disappear. I never get a question like, do you want to do this? Do you want to do that? I'm just gone. What? I don't know what the point of that is. What's the point of that? I'll never do it again. I'm like, what's the point of that? What is the point of that? What? Now I have Patrick do some stuff with the kids. He obviously gets a boost in fitness just from lifting their poop out of the potty chair, because I'm like, I'm having him clean the potty chair, and all of a sudden he's got a fitness boost. Like, damn, that was heavy. What are you feeding those kids? So he does that sort of stuff, and I put in a TV and the video game system again while I'm thinking of it while Trey's gone. Since Patrick needs something to do, since his husband just disappeared. And yeah, nothing happens with that. I mean, eventually I kind of check in on Trey. I notice his motives are getting low, and I'm thinking, well, probably he's like the first person to piss themselves loses, so maybe I'll have him drink this magic potion. And then all of his motives will go back up, and I'll win that way. No, you don't win that way. Apparently, I don't know, he drank it. I have him drink it, and he immediately comes home. So I don't know. I don't know what happened. And I really don't care. At this point, I didn't get nothing. All he did was disappear, and I was just glad I had other Sims in the household to play with, because if I'd been doing a single Sim, I guess I would have hit high speed and waited to see what happens. But I don't like that. This is the 21st century. This is 2021 of the 21st century. Why the hell are we playing like it's 1987? Why? Why are we doing that? Why? You know why? Because of resources. Oh, don't get me started. I'm trying to avoid rants. I'm a good person. This game taught me that people don't like rants. No, that's what it said in game during City Living. It was like, people don't like rants. Yeah, sure they don't. Okay, so anyway, it's breakfast time. Trey's getting ready to go to work, I think, right? Right, I think so. He's going to take everybody with him today to work. And everybody has to eat breakfast. We go to West Egg. This is where my veterinarian lives, actually. He's here at this little cottage. The veterinarian is based on... kind of loosely based on Nick from Gatsby, and his cottage is based on that cottage from Gatsby, from the 2011-2012 movie Gatsby. And he wants to have it remodeled, so yeah, I go in, I look it over, and I really like the way this is laid out, but okay. What we're going to do is change the 2 bedrooms and the bathroom into 1 bedroom and a larger bathroom. We're going to wall in the stairs with a door that leads up to... I did build out the kind of dormer rooms like you can do. We're not doing that, of course, because it's a single level build, but I figured the new guest bedroom could be up there. And then I kind of blow out some walls and change some coloring and the sort of just usual stuff I do based on what they say they like. Okay? Because he likes, I don't know, green and yellow and, I don't know, gray or something. So, I go through and I'm working on it, and I don't know why this is taking so long. At least once an episode, I have to say, apparently I thought that this was going to need more time here, and it doesn't need more time. We go in, we take our pictures. It's very hard to get before shots, I feel like, kind of in this build, because I'm not just doing a room, I'm doing a whole level and see how this shot's going to be kind of up the hallway, but it works okay. I said there's no need for us to go through this as much. Maybe I thought there was. Maybe I kind of thought if someone hasn't seen the Decorator pack yet, that's what it looks like when you do before shots. It's kind of like you question them, you do the shots. I go in, start swapping the kitchen to a lot of yellow. Like I said, I took out some of the walls, take out a lot of the walls, wall in the staircase. We go through this rebuild kind of really quickly. Just like with the first one, in my first several episodes, I'm doing just kind of like 1 gig per episode. Spending a lot more time on it. But in this case, we've been here, we've done this. So I give you kind of an overview of what I'm doing, right? This is kind of what we're doing. And I think it's going pretty well, but hashtag spoiler alert, the client doesn't like it. Client does not like it. I mean, he likes a couple of things. I think some of the green stuff he likes, but it's like I can tell right off the bat, he does not like the stuff from Realm of Magic. So maybe he doesn't like storybook decor, maybe, or something, right? So I'm like, okay, I did not come all this way not to get my 17th thou. Okay? So I'm showing him stuff all over the place. Look, it's yellow. Look, it's green. Look, it's gray or whatever, right? Look, I gave you your colors. Give me my money. I don't think he's buying it. So I decide, okay, I don't have a good luck potion with me. Forgot to bring it. Yeah, but I do give him a potion of like mood equalizers, like the lithium potion, I guess. I can remember, emotional stability, I think is what it's called, right? So I think, well, let's kind of make him at least fine with everything. So I do give him that. Now, to me, like right after I give it to him, he kind of looks like clouds with rain, which I'm like, well, did that not work? Did I just do the reverse? I don't know. Maybe he still just hates the rooms, the house. So then I think, okay, let's try this. I take out my wand and I decide to minionize him, right? If I turn him into one of my minions, doesn't he have to like it? I mean, after all, I'm his master, right? So I give him a quick shot, bam. And all you can do is like have him sleep or clean, or I don't even remember. You can see it there, I think, right? So I take him through and try to show him some more stuff. Okay. I'm hoping if there's enough stuff that he likes, it'll maybe overwhelm what he doesn't like. Well, I guess he's seen it. He's yawning. He's like, oh. Yeah, he's yawning. He's over it. I decided to get the final verdict. I have to release him from the minion spell to do that, by the way. So I'm thinking I'm sunk. It's over. Look, you can see he's unhappy. He is unhappy. It's over. I get paid. He is unhappy. He does not like it. He's yawning. He's bored. He's over it. I get paid. So maybe it worked. You know, maybe equalizing his mood, making him a minion. I don't know. It worked. I got paid. That's the first time that they haven't liked it that I've got paid. So I'm counting that. Excuse me again. I apologize. I'm counting that as a victory. That's a huge victory. And we head home. It even says he doesn't like it. He's like, I'm just not feeling it, right? I should have got nothing, and I got paid. So I'm headed home. I'm thrilled. Next time, we're coming up on next time is we're going to try to go to, I think I'm going to a festival, but then it's not there. I don't know what happened to it, so we don't go. I try out, I don't remember what else. I think I have a gig, the usual. I go to the Humor and Hijinks Festival. Oh, and trade cheats. That happens. Trade cheats. Yeah, he does. Finally, I had to. It was Paolo. I mean, why are you gonna throw that at me? Why are you gonna tempt me like that? Why? Really wasn't my fault. So yeah, it was EA's fault, and I had to do it in trade cheats. That's coming up on the next episode of the RM Cascading. Plus, more marketing in America. This time we're going to go to lunch, and more marketing in America next time we go to lunch. I look forward to seeing you then. Thanks for watching.
This seemed a little weak.